Hello everyone, my Beak here, and I thought I could announce that, yeah, the world is now pretty much complete. Well, the city is. The cutscenes have to be finished still, and the mission areas. But yeah, I pretty much got everything, and I also got a new map as well, except it's just a orthographic camera facing down above the city, but I set the scales up to like 3000 or something. But yeah, so this map and the blips, got everything in place. And I also got this little thing on the top right which says info. You just have to press the I key and it gives you rough information of what or where missions are, as well as there's like little hints. So M key for the map as well, and you can press again as well. So I even did on the other video saying if you use M it will switch between states, and hit M again and go back to the other states. You can use the map key as many times as you want. And yeah, the I key as well, and it only stays up for only 5 seconds as well, so yeah, after that it disappears, so then yeah, you have to keep hitting it after maybe a long time. But yeah, so yeah, it's got all these different possibilities. I even did like that as like little question marks. Like I thought I did that as in brackets as well as say like at the park, so it didn't look like it was just going at the park, just plain and say it's there around there somewhere, but it's like, yeah, to say, hey, wait a minute, like, or just placing going, interesting, okay, at the park, so it made it look like this character here written it down instead. But yeah, so yeah, I got a lot of new stuff out of it as well, polished a lot of things, and also when I can now look up on the previous videos, you might have seen when I look up and stuff that would have been like doing this jumping a little bit. So if that was a bit disorientating just then, I apologise for that. But yeah, it would have had this little jumpy effect where instead it would be like this, but very fast. But so yeah, I fixed that as well. So now yeah, I can just look around whenever I like to. Apologise for the motion blur. It's don't know why that's actually in the game. I can't find ways to fix that. I don't know why I placed it in years ago and I can't find the option to disable that in the game. Yeah, I can really alter it to have where if you want motion blur or not. So I don't know where that is. So yeah, I got yeah, all the stuff in place. Got new objects. So the blips as well. There's swimming. They may be a bit hard to see. I made alter them a bit so they're easily seen. So there's a fire station. There's also my blip moving there. I'm actually near. I'm not sure where I'm actually near. But yeah, so yeah, some blips are a little bit hard to see because they came out blurry through Blender, because I did a low resolution to save any processing. And yeah, the graphics at the moment is being used a lot because these objects aren't joined fully, but they will be on the final stage. Oops. The reason they're not fully joined at the moment is like all in place and what I call like really merged together. I think like the polygons and stuff, so they're not like visible as a little bit. But yeah, the reason I did that is because I'm making sure I'm not making mistakes throughout the game, and also for the sequel. So the sequel will be a lot better and all optimized and stuff. At the moment the objects aren't joined together fully. But I'll be fixing that and it won't be like that as well. So yeah, I've got all the trees added along in front of the police station now and the hospital area. So they're all around the sides now. There's a lighthouse over there. That's about 100 meters tall in Blender measurement. I'm not sure roughly how tall it is. So yeah, here's the industrial. There's the bridge that lifts up. Ooh, it stays like that forever though. At this stage I hope to make it where it does go up and down after a certain time. There's these, I'm not sure what they're called, where you can just place the ropes around from the ships so they can just dock here. So it's a little mini docks area. So yeah, there's got all those over there too. So I've got plants and new houses here too. So yeah, I've now pretty much completed the list. I've got a list ready for the sequel now, and also a list for like some bug fixes on this area too. So I pretty much fixed a lot of areas, tested them significantly as well. I tested them so much like just doing this over and over along the seams, like all along the median strip along there. Like yeah, it's just making sure. Got restrooms here too. There's an aircon right here. Got the power benches. And just brighten up the area a bit more. Just making areas more lifelike than they should be. So you've got the Beaks market as well, so got the interior ready, but it's not connected to this door. So when I walk into it, just restart the game. Yeah, restarting about probably a good 70% is you can still manage to get through the game, but when restarting, it crashes. So yeah, I'm in love with anything now because it's yeah, I don't think Blender is probably definitely not meant to handle this, but because it's like building, it's like I duplicated the whole entire city, so it's like it's pretty much designed for that, but I did in inefficient ways, sort of. So yeah, I'll be fixing a lot of errors that I've made in Verse, hopefully, and I think hoping this game may be out in about a month or so. So another month and just a lot of testing just to make sure there's no bugs lurking in the game still and anything like that. And before I publish, there's gonna be bugs. There's definitely gonna be bugs in the game. Like, yeah, but I meant like maybe at least hopefully move out, 20 unknown bugs. And I also blocked some areas where there would be some bugs that aren't fixable. So I intentionally placed a fire hydrant in a spot and maybe an invisible wall there, so you won't be able to go there. And some that may be game breaking and can't fix or something. I placed center things there, so yeah, it just makes it look like a little decoration instead of like walking into it and breaking the whole game. And there's another area over here. Now over here, there's now a crowd. And yeah, these used a lot of vertices in Blender. They used about 200,000. Yeah, not really efficient in ways. But there's music, there's crowd sounds. I spent a few hours, even though only a few seconds long, like doing the voices, so making it sound like 1,000 of me talking. And there's only maybe a few tracks I used with Audacity. And yeah, just lining up to make it loop after a while, so they blend in hopefully. Didn't really test that until now. But yeah, so now there's a crowd in the game just to make this, just make this area interesting. I'm not sure how many people there are here. There's probably definitely 100, that's for sure. It was pushing the game a bit, and one in the crowd did actually crash the game when I ran into it, but I fixed that issue. I also did the materials where a lot of trailers look a bit different. A lot of them still white, but I made them differently, or made them look different a bit. Like this one looks more, a little more brown sort of colour. This one is more yellow. I forgot a word for a second. I was gonna say dull sort of dirt, like sort of colour. I wasn't really sure, but this one's now green as well, and now there's blue. So there's a lot of them that's still white. I'm making with the light pretty new still. It's raining outside. I'm trying to make them a little more different. I didn't want to do all of them because one, it took so long to do because I had to find out the specific material, because I have about like 14 materials and some of them messed up a bit and crashed the game. But at least I saved with these ones as well. So I tried to make them different. Some may be different again. I also fixed this area because I somehow messed up the shed and stuff, so now it's all fixed too. And then hedges and trees around here. Not hedges, are bushes. I also created doors on the casino. Yeah, definitely didn't forget about that. And I also did the trailers. Well, the trailers at the gas station, I should say. Here I'm talking about game trailers releasing those in a few days. But yeah, here's the trailers. They look a bit funny like this, but I hope to fix it a little bit. And there's the trailer that I did on the last video, but I did actually fix it a little more because it was a bit broken, but it was not meant to turn out like this fully. Yeah, I fixed it as well where you can now ground the roofs of the houses, no problems. So I made it because it's actually a cube. The player is actually a cube, a giant cube. and yeah, but I made it with set the boundaries to a sphere, so you can actually slide off this fairly easily. There we go, like that. I went on the other side. Normally I'll be stuck on that before I fix the issues. So now, yeah, let's take a look up at the sky now. No problems without having that rapid jumping effect. Wow, this looks nice. Oh yeah, also the Beak swimming center. So here's the swimming pool. And yeah, so yeah, there's actually a lot of good stuff that I've actually added in this past week or two. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, this past week or two, and yeah, it's amazing how much I've actually added as well in the amount of time where I was trying to go, you know what, I've got to work on this. And I did actually pour all night a few nights back as well just to get this done. And I'm glad that, yeah, it may not be exactly 100% how it should be. And yeah, no reason to do these rotated 2D. Because for one, I did actually do a cube, and yeah, the game was so jumpy. It is going to be jumpy like this because it's capped at only 24 frames a second, and yeah, I didn't know how to fix that. I was silly enough to actually do that back then, and I forgot to change it back. So hopefully you guys don't mind it like this, and especially how big the world is, and yeah, with the information like this. So I kind of make it where it gives you little hints, but it's a sort of game where you have to find it yourself, sort of thing. But it kind of displays on the map. There's a question mark here, and here as well, like the crowd area. So yeah, it's a pretty big game. From where I am right now, the safe house is about a kilometer away. This game is big, so it gives you so much to explore. You could spend probably days, and probably could spend another next day or two and still probably explore more. But if you do have a lot of time in a day, then you probably explore everything pretty much in the game that I've actually added. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this anyway, and I don't want to make this video any longer too much anyway, because yeah, and also I don't want to pressure myself to get a trailer done. It's almost done, and yeah, it may be basic at this stage where it may not be any cutscenes, or there may will be, who knows. But if there isn't, then it'll definitely be in the next trailer, and it may be pretty much complete, so it may only be 2 game trailers, and then yeah, good screenshots as well, and yeah, hopefully I'll be publishing the game. And also, if you guys want to know the previous games I've submitted, link in the description below, and yeah, feel free to check them out, and feel free to download them and test them out if you guys want to as well. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.